It is always a great idea to introduce your children to ancient history, and you are taking them to Kabile. The full name of the site is Archaeological Reserve, Thracian and Ancient City of Kabile. It's prompted as the only preserved large Thracian ancient city in Bulgaria that has survived to this day. In fact, it's under number 99 on the list of Bulgaria's top 100 national tourist sites. Its history stretches back to the end of the second millennium BC. The settlement was conquered by Philip of Macedonia in 341 BC, and later even Alexander the Great himself stayed there for a while. It really is a well-preserved site. This is no joking matter. There is a sweet lady working there who has also adopted a few dogs and takes care of them. The atmosphere is just like what you see in the photos. On that gorgeous September day, there were only a handful of us, wandering around and wondering what exactly were we doing there. And now, just imagine for a moment if this place were in Turkey, in Greece, or in North Macedonia. What do you think this is? What we see here is something? Something of stones? Oh, you read a sign, Roman baths, from the 3rd and 4th century. One of the bright examples of sustainability in providing care for our unique and extraordinary archaeological sites. Not to forget, one among 40,000 exhibits, as we love to count them. It is vitally important to stress on this fact. This site was probably a Roman bath. Once you get here, you can feel the vibes by taking a bath yourself in this dirt and misery. I'm a brave person, and in this bath, I can walk all the way to here. If I would like to explore it further, just give me a machete and I'll do like ha 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 ha, and I'll go on. I see some beautiful plants here, and it would be so cool to take a photo here, posing like this or like this. This is an example of maintenance and preservation of an incredibly valuable archaeological site. It gets even better. Over there, someone built some bridge with an unknown plan, and there are 2 police ribbons crossed at its entrance, like crime has been committed there. So, just don't go. This is it. Well, if nothing else, at least we know those people were taking baths. This is 3rd and 4th century we're talking about. Thank God they didn't have to live in Pleven, where now they have water just 4 hours a day. And we all see it clearly what all this around us is. It is so full of life. Professional guides are walking all around and taking us back in time with their precious and exciting stories. Oh, no guides? Let's see now, what are we going to learn about this unique place from the National Tourist website, which should be the face of Bulgarian tourism for Bulgarians as well as for foreign tourists. I do research and I find the information. This site is as official as it gets. As I open the website, I would like to see useful directions how to get to unique town of Kabile. And it says, from Yambul, one has to go in the direction of the town of Sliven. There is a designative board sign for the ancient town in the northwest direction, at the exit of Yambul. One should pass through the village of Kabile, and then the archaeological preservation is situated at a distance of about 1 kilometer after it. I regard myself as GPS competent, as I have found my ways around through maps, basically around the world. But here I get a bit confused. Finally, I click on the dot and appears that all I have to do is enter into my GPS the exact coordinates: north 42.548167, east 26.484181, and it's going to lead me right there. Isn't it? I'm inside the bath now. Very beautiful plants have grown in here. From here I can take a peek into the neighboring bath. Who knows? They were probably sharing the loofah sponge through here. Romans loved to bath. It is a historical fact. You get to see how well maintained this place is. This is what we call preservation of an archaeological site. Just by a first impression, we can call this an ancient Roman funeral procession covered with ancient black cloth and some rather ancient stones and just little elements of contemporary construction material. I really love to explore this site further. It is quite complicated to get any closer to this particular historical site, but I'm here to guarantee it has been preserved with great care under a black cloth cover. Naturally, there is no way we can know what this is all about. It could have been an ancient Roman kitchen or a Roman party center. I would assume it will remain in black over the next 10 years or so, and impress all visitors tempted by culture, history, and archaeology. If you walk up this field and you keep walking and walking, you reach this one-of-a-kind ancient Roman canopy. This is where the Romans probably prepare their midday coffee. To me remains a complete mystery from which Roman period dates this building. It is obvious it has been enveloped by the green bushes, exhibiting the traces of time. But now I'm wondering, is this an ancient Roman laundry line, thoughtfully set up for the ladies of the house, or just a grape-growing spot? So, these are the remains of the ancient Roman house. Bravely, I go in. This is a Roman door. Can it be anything else in Kabile but a Roman door? As I turn around, it is really cool, isn't it? I walk out and I have all these branches in front of me. I'm certain that all visitors who are enchanted by history tourism love to take photos and selfies at this spot as it sprinkles with authenticity. It is not clear if this was a pit house or maybe a Roman-era cabin. The fact remains that there are no signs of any kind. Let me guess. So, I see a window inside. And what else is there? Holes. Big holes. Could this be an ancient Roman loo? Or... Okay, I really have no clue. Too shallow to preserve anything in there. The Romans could have washed their feet, and in the bigger hole, the rest of themselves. What can I possibly suggest? No Romans around to ask them politely, but I see a very impressive Roman spiderweb, thick and well preserved, part of history. By all means, this is an exciting place with traces of centuries of history, The Roman house we know already, and these are pretty much the remains one can look at here in Kabile, with that shallow information placed on pathetic boards. Do you want me to tell you what the site I'm approaching is? You might think these are wooden towers of some kind, that they were used for reenactments and thrilling performances. Nope. These are the sad, meagre remains of 2.5 million euro European funding for the reconstruction of the site back in 2012. The money was successfully reported as spent to the last penny, and naturally, official papers proved the expenses were immaculate. And as we have Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Culture and NGOs involved in cultural and historical tourism, they don't seem to bother about the remains. That's all, folks.